Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Woven on the Xbox One. Now Woven is kind of like an RPG puzzle game, and you get to control Stuffy. Now Stuffy's like the stuffed cuddly toy, and you get to control him, and when at the start he kind of hobbles around on one leg because he's injured, and you'll kind of see at the start of the game when you play it yourself that something has happened that has made him injured. So while he's trying to navigate around the world to see what's happening, he actually stumbles across a mechanical firefly, and you later find out that his name is Glitch, and this becomes your companion throughout the game. And Glitch kind of tells you how the game kind of progresses, and it gives you a kind of backdrop of the story every time you find these memory machines. And each time you find one of these machines, you'll get to kind of progress the story, and you'll get to find out more about Stuffy and more about who Glitch is. As you progress through the game, you'll come across a few machines that appear to be broken, but thankfully Glitch is able to fix and use these machines to aid Stuffy. Now each of these machines has a purpose, like the slow machine, and this can change how Stuffy looks either by changing a body part, or maybe his actual overall look, and this can be done by changing the colour or adding a few patterns to his body. Now it's kind of fairly basic at the start of the game, but as soon as you move further into the game, you'll come across these blueprint machines, and you can actually expand on how he looks and what kind of stats or what kind of abilities he has. Now when you first come across your first obstacle or puzzle, it's a large snake and he's actually blocking your path. Now this is where you have to try and figure out how to get past him. Now what you will notice, he's got a pattern on his chest, and what you need to do is match that pattern. Now at the start, when I kind of first played it, I thought I only had to copy what was on his chest, and I just made Stuffy's chest the same pattern as what the snake was. But kind of after a few trial and error moves, I realised that it was better to cover Stuffy in the entire pattern that the snake had. And once I met up with the snake again, it actually let me pass the game and further on. Now the blueprints that I mentioned are on these music machines. Now I can't actually remember the name of them, but these give you like a sort of mini game where you have to hit these yellow notes or circles, and these are on a rotating music sheet. Now what it does, as you hit each note, it plays a tune, and once you complete it successfully, a new blueprint will show up, and then you can use these blueprints in the show machine that lets Stuffy change his body and gives him a new look. Now when you start off in the game, you're a cuddly elephant, but with each of these machines you find in each level, you can actually change into a gorilla, a flamingo, a pig, or even a cat. Now with each of these new forms that you create, it actually gives you new abilities or skills, and these act as kind of upgrades to help Stuffy complete the levels or the areas for that particular game. For instance, in some levels you'll need to reach a higher ledge or a higher part of the hill, and you can change Stuffy's legs into that of a cat, which will make him jump higher. Or for instance, in the jungle level, there's a large sloth lying on the ground, and you need to actually change your feet back into an elephant or even a gorilla, where you need to stamp your feet so he can actually move his legs so you can go forward into the jungle. Once you get enough of these blueprints, you can actually kind of create a weird kind of hybrid creature, and it can do multiple things at once, whether it's flying, stomping your feet, jumping, or pushing objects. Now each of the puzzles you come across are really thought out and are woven into the game quite nicely. To accompany you through the game, there's a narrator or a storyteller, and he explains how the world is and what may have happened as you play. He also kind of speaks in rhyme, which kind of reminds me of the old Dr. Seuss book in November, and he drops the odd kind of tip or joke along the way too, and it kind of adds a nice touch to the overall aesthetics of the game. Woven has multiple worlds for you to explore, from the jungles, beaches, and even deserts, and each one of these worlds has unique ambience and a look to them. They also have their own life that inhabits them, like the jungle world, which has piranhas that leaps from the water, monkeys jumping around trees, and they all have these little buttons for their eyes. However, there are other creatures in these worlds that are like Glitch, that are mechanical machines, and they resemble either moths, beetles, spiders, and even scorpions, and Stuffy must try to avoid them in order to progress through the levels. These creatures act kind of like the bosses in the game, and these can either be avoided or navigated past by having the right pattern on Stuffy to help him sneak by. There's no combat in the game, but there is an element of challenge to try and figure out what you need to do to get past one of these kind of bosses or creatures. As you and Glitch explore the world, there are other machines you'll come across, and these are called memory machines. And this will help Glitch remember what has happened to him, and it will further the story for you, and it also kind of better explains what has happened in the world of Woven. Now the art style in Woven is a mixture of children's toys, quilted landscapes and sheets, and water and sand. The levels are really well designed and laid out for you, and they never feel too overwhelmed when exploring each one to discover everything that it has to offer. Now there was some issues that I had while I was playing through the game Woven, and I felt like that Stuffy kept getting caught in the environment when it didn't seem like he would, and this would happen when I'm going up a lot of paths, and when I was trying to further on he would just get stuck and wouldn't move, and I had to kind of jiggle the joystick to try and move around so he'd keep on going. Now it's something really small, but it was a little annoying at times, but it is kind of few and far between. Now there's only one more kind of issue that I had, and this was kind of certain objects in the environment that you get caught on, like a hedge or like a small bush, and you kind of expect them to kind of brush past them or walk by them, but it actually stop you from progressing and you need to figure out another way around them. Now these were the only kind of issues that I had while I was playing, and it didn't kind of disrupt my enjoyment of the game. So overall, Woven is a game that at the start it felt like it was okay, but the more and more I played it and the more I unlocked of the story, I was actually getting hooked, and I actually found myself playing until 1 AM in one of the evenings. Now while graphically the art style is done well and it suits the game, I do kind of feel I wish they just pushed a little on some of the environments and even the creatures. But I kind of feel like it's just me being a little bit picky, but I can't really fault the game too much. As for me, I feel it's more about the story and Stuffy who are the heart of the game, and it really draws you in. Now if you're like me and you have younger children, I think they're actually going to love it. It's a slow paced adventure game while cuddly little Ty is the main character, and I feel like it'll help them learn some puzzle solving while they're having fun too. So if you like this review, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a like on the video and maybe leave a comment down below what you liked or didn't like about the gameplay or review, and also if you could show your support by hitting the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.